So today we are going to try our best to book WrestleMania 41. Because let's be honest here, we all know Triple H is absolutely cheats at his job. So we're going to do his job for him. We're doing service here. Triple H, you got to thank us. Because we can do your job better than you. Anyways, yeah, enough fucking around. Let's just get right into it. So let's start with night one. The first match of the night is Randy Orton versus Jacob Fatu. I feel like Jacob Fatu really needs a match against a legend at this year's WrestleMania. And what better legend than the Legend Killer himself? Because right now, they're running the Cody and Bloodline story once again. So I would actually bring Randy Orton back sometime after the Elimination Chamber. And he tells Cody like, hey, remember when I said that I would have your back? So let me take care of this Bloodline issue so you can focus on your WrestleMania match. So yeah, Randy Orton decides to take care of Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania. Now I know it makes Randy look kind of like a bitch to not go after Kevin Owens, you know, the man that literally took him out with a pile driver, which is why I just moved Kevin Owens to Raw, you know, with a transfer window shenanigans, and I'd continue to make Jacob Fatu look like a huge threat to Cody Rhodes on SmackDown. So Randy Orton decides to save the KO problem for later, and he decides to focus on taking care of Jacob Fatu for now. Now the match itself, I think this could be a solid opener for WrestleMania. Yeah, I think this could be a solid match. But in the end, of course, I'd give Jacob Fatu the win over Randy Orton. I feel like Jacob Fatu could really use a big moment like this. You know, like getting a win over someone like Randy Orton. So yeah, Jacob Fatu defeats Randy Orton to kick off WrestleMania 41. Then we have DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits in a triple threat TLC tag match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Of course, taking inspiration from the three-way TLC at WrestleMania 17. I feel like we need a match like this at WrestleMania, you know? Just some good work rate. Especially when you throw in a ladder in there, you know, for the craziness. I think this match could be an absolute banger that can actually showcase the tag division. Unlike, you know, the match at the Royal Rumble, which was kind of underwhelming and a letdown. Anyways, I would have the Street Profits win this match. I was actually thinking the Motor City Machine Guns could win and get their WrestleMania moment, but I feel like the Street Profits deserve it more because they're a solid tag team that hasn't had their moment to shine in a very long time. So I definitely give the Street Profits the win. The next match in the card is Naomi versus Jade Cargill for the Women's US title. Yes, I would have Naomi win the Women's US title from Chelsea Green on the road to WrestleMania. Because really, there's nothing Chelsea Green can do with that title. And yes, I would reveal Naomi as Jade Cargill's attacker. I feel like the people that are saying it's going to be Bianca Belair, they gotta chill, alright? Because we know Triple H is too much of a pussy to turn Bianca heel. Also, that whole story right now with Jade Cargill is kind of on a cooldown right now. So revealing Bianca as a mystery attacker and running Jade versus Bianca would be very rushed. Like, that's a big match. We need a bigger build up for it. Which is why I just turned Naomi heel and just have her put her, you know, US title on the line against Jade Cargill. Now, I would actually have Naomi retain her title because, you know, this rivalry is just starting. It's just starting. You can't have Jade Cargill win already. So I would definitely give Naomi the win here. Next, we have Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Penta in a triple threat match for the IC title. The story's pretty simple, you know. I just have a gauntlet match, just like last year, to determine the #1 contender for the IC title. This is on Raw, of course. And that match ends in a draw between Penta and Sheamus. So we get this triple threat match. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory how this match would be. I think this would be an absolute banger. I think these three can put on a clinic. Especially since it's no DQ, you know, because it's triple threat. There can be all kinds of craziness in this match. And it would just be an amazing match, you know, that's all I can really say. And of course, I feel like Sheamus deserves his moment where he finally wins the IC title. I'd have him pin Braun Breaker to win the IC title and get his big moment at the grandest stage of them all. And if I'm Triple H, I'm doing everything in my power to bring Written in My Face back, goddammit. We need Lobster Head for Sheamus' big moment at WrestleMania. We need it. Then we have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship. Just have them go all out, you know? Just have them go all out. Like Rhea versus Charlotte at Mania 39, for example. But goddammit, Tiffany Stratton needs to go over. Charlotte Flair does not need this win. I mean, sure, you know, let's give her a title or maybe even 2 title wins some point in the future. But I feel like at this point, especially since it's WrestleMania, this win could do a lot for Tiffany Stratton. So Tiffany Stratton needs to win. Next, we have Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, guys, I would not have this main event WrestleMania, alright? It's not that I don't like Jey Uso. I really like him. But let's be honest here. Gunther versus Jey Uso is not interesting enough to close the show. It's just not. And it's fine that Jay's big moment is not going to be in the main event. Kofi Mania wasn't even the main event of WrestleMania, and it's still remembered as one of the biggest WrestleMania moments of all time. So yeah, this match should not main event WrestleMania. I'm sorry, but it should not main event WrestleMania. Now, the match itself, it's just whatever, you know. Obviously, if it was up to me, this match wouldn't even be happening. But I guess it's too late now. So yeah, that's that. And Jey Uso is obviously winning this match. I just have him go over clean and get his big moment, which is kind of sad for Gunther, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was hoping he could retain his title at Mania against, you know, a John Cena or a CM Punk. But I guess, like I said, it's too late now. It's too late for that. So let's just give Jey Uso his big moment. Next, we have Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio in a mask versus hair match. Now, this would just be a fun little match, you know, just like their match at Mania 39. And of course, you gotta have some shenanigans in there, you know, with Judgment Day and the LWO getting involved, you know, those bunch of jobbers. Now, here's the thing, alright? I would actually give Rey Mysterio the win here. Just let him go 3-0 against his son at WrestleMania. Partly because I think it would be hilarious to see all the Ray Hogan memes on Twitter, but mostly because, you know, I think Dominic getting his head shaved would be a WrestleMania moment. Now, here's the thing. I would have Dominic Mysterio turn on Finn Balor before WrestleMania, you know, to write Finn Balor off TV for a while. But now, you know, after Dominic Mysterio loses to Rey Mysterio, he tries to escape, you know, he tries to escape getting his head shaved, just like Vince McMahon did at WrestleMania 23. But then we hear, wow, 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 wow. Finn Balor returns with his old theme song. Babyface Finn is back. Finn gets a huge pop, and then he kicks Dominic's ass. And then he throws his ass back in the ring and helps Rey Mysterio shave his head. That right there, fellas, that is a WrestleMania moment. And I don't know, dude, you can even have Dominic Mysterio pull off a CM Punk and have him come out with a mask, you know, which would make a lot more sense here because he's literally the son of a luchador. So yeah, I think we definitely need this match at WrestleMania. And we need to see Dominic Mysterio get his head shaved, dude. We need it. And finally, it's time for the main event. Now, I know this is going to get some of y'all talking, so here it is. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in a street fight. Now, I know that most people have kind of shifted to Seth versus Roman now because of Seth stomping Roman at the Rumble. Roman versus Seth would be great, you know, it would be great as well. But I just feel like that would mean you would have to insert CM Punk into the Cody Rhodes and John Cena stuff, which would kind of fuck things up because I would rather see John Cena and Cody Rhodes tell a good story one-on-one. Also, Rollins was brawling with Punk at the Rumble, not Roman. He was so frustrated with the fact that CM Punk eliminated him that he took it out on Roman Reigns, who was right in front of him. Hear me out. Have Punk, Seth, and Cena be the final three in the chamber match and have Punk eliminate Seth, which causes Seth to absolutely lose it and cost CM Punk the match against Cena, you know, in the chamber. Because you see, Seth Rollins cannot stand the fact that CM Punk always has his number, whether it's beating him on Raw, eliminating him at the Rumble, or, you know, like I said now, eliminating him from the chamber. I feel like this feud just can't end, you know, or, you know, just not go anywhere like it is right now. The real heat has always been between these two. And I know this rivalry kind of cooled down ever since their match on Raw, you know, the premiere on Netflix. But trust me, guys, give it a couple of promos and it's going to be awesome, especially when you have a stipulation like a street fight, you know. I feel like they could go all out. As for the match itself, just have them go all out, dude. Full on Punk versus Drew style. Just have them absolutely kill each other. It's a street fight. We can get all kinds of craziness. And I feel like we've been missing out on that kind of WrestleMania main event, you know, where the two guys just want to absolutely kill each other. And you know what? Run the fucking blade. You know, you have to. Run the fucking blade. Bring back the feeling, dude. But I doubt they're going to do that because it's WrestleMania, you know. I doubt WWE would have blood on their biggest show. But if they can, they gotta capitalize. Make this as brutal as possible. And as for who'd win this match, I would have Seth Rollins go over. I don't know, dude. Punk has been going over a lot, you know, in my opinion. He went over Drew. He went over Seth the first time. So let's not make Seth look like a bitch, you know, by having him get his ass whooped by CM Punk. I feel like Seth Rollins needs this win more than CM Punk. Trust me, guys, if these guys go all out, this could actually be a crazy WrestleMania main event. And as for how this is going to be the main event, instead of Jay versus Gunther, I guess you could somehow tie in the favor into this, or, some kind of shenanigans just like that. CM Punk somehow gets in the main event using some kind of shenanigans. Like I mentioned, maybe something that has to do something with a favor, which, can piss off Jay. Like, he could be pissed at CM Punk for stealing his WrestleMania main event spotlight. So, that's going to kind of lead to Jay versus CM Punk, where CM Punk eventually wins the world title. Like, yeah, that's what this could all lead up to. Anyways, let's move on. Now, let's move on to night 2. The first match on the card is Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the Women's World Championship. Now, here's the thing. I would actually have Io Sky beat Rhea Ripley for the title on the Raw after Elimination Chamber, because this is Mania season, dude. We gotta do some crazy shit that gets the people talking. Rhea doesn't need a long title reign, because she literally had one not too long ago. So have Io Sky pull off a shocking win that gets everybody talking, have it be a screwy finish, so Rhea has a reason to be part of this match. And as for Bianca, she just wins the chamber to qualify. Now, I know that Rhea versus Bianca in a singles match is the big match, but I'd rather have that match with a much better and longer build-up. So maybe next year. Now, this match could really go any way, but honestly, give Bianca Belair the title. I feel like WWE needs a big refresh after WrestleMania, and someone like Bianca Belair that's legit a star and is at the top of the division, I feel like you gotta make her the top dog once again. So yeah, Bianca Belair is gonna be walking out with the Women's World title. Then we have Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Damian Priest versus LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa in a 6-man match for the US title. This would pretty much be like the 6-man match at Fastlane 2018, with AJ Styles. Just a bunch of chaos. And yes, I would have Carmelo Hayes take the title off of Shinsuke Nakamura sometime between today and WrestleMania. Literally anytime, any place, literally any day, alright? Just get the title off of Shinsuke Jobber Mura. Now here's the thing. I've been seeing a lot of people say that they want to see Big Jim get his big moment with the US title. Me personally, I want to make it seem like Big Jim is going to win the match. Everybody's down, Jimmy goes for the splash on Andrade, pins him, but Solo Sikoa out of nowhere breaks up the pin, hits Jimmy with a spike, and wins the title. So yeah, Solo Sikoa would have a shit ton of heat after winning the US title, And I feel like he could really reinvent himself by moving down to the mid-card and just, being himself, being more like NXT Solo Sikoa. And I feel like he could really use the US title. So yeah, I think Solo Sikoa should pull off an absolute upset and win the US title. Next, we have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. We gotta continue the yearly tradition of getting the Prime bottle involved. And I'd say get fucking Mr. Beast in that Prime bottle, alright? Get Mr. Beast in that Prime bottle for WrestleMania and have him get hit with a nasty, phenomenal forearm. This would kind of just be like, the Seth and Logan match at WrestleMania 39, just with more shenanigans, Like, hell, you could throw in I Show Speed in there, because why not? And I feel like AJ Styles could be a great dance partner for Logan Paul. So this would be a great match. But man, I need AJ Styles to go over in this match. He can't afford to lose to Logan Paul, especially since AJ Styles is going to be the one that's going to show up consistently on Raw and SmackDown, not Logan Paul. So I feel like he needs this win more than Logan. Then we have Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. I feel like this is the match that Drew McIntyre needs. They've been telling the Bloodline Hunter story for Drew McIntyre, but then randomly ditched it and started something with LA Knight and Drew. And let's be honest, that story is just not interesting, and it's not WrestleMania worthy. Roman Reigns, he can face anybody and it would be a big match because he's fucking Roman Reigns. But Drew McIntyre needs this match, especially with how good of a storyteller Drew McIntyre has proved himself to be. I feel like this could end up being a great story for WrestleMania. Now obviously, Drew and Roman have never had a bad match. Their in-ring chemistry is just too fucking good. But for the first time ever, Drew McIntyre is going over. You can throw in some shenanigans in there, you can throw in a low blow in there, but somehow Drew McIntyre needs to beat Roman Reigns. Next we have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in an I Quit match. I feel like an I Quit match would be perfect for this rivalry, just straight up brutal. And with both men just going all out, this could be an unbelievable match, especially since KO and Sami are always, taking the nastiest bumps. So yeah, this could be unbelievable. But in the end, I'd give the win to Kevin Owens. I feel like he needs to start getting some more wins, you know, because ever since he turned heel, he has not won a single big match, you know. So I think Kevin Owens should definitely win this match. And finally, in the main event, we have Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Now this feud better not be a bunch of, you know, oh, I respect you, no, I respect you, no, I respect you. No, we need some seriousness here. We need some heat between these two. Cody Rhodes, in my opinion, should play a darker role heading into this match. I don't care if you're going to end up turning him heel, you know, because I don't think it's happening. I think WWE is just going to milk the fucking shit out of him as a babyface. But regardless, Cody Rhodes needs to play a darker role heading into this match, because that's literally the story they're telling. Cody Rhodes is starting to feel burned out from being the face of the company, from being the WWE champion, and now he has a 48-year-old washed up John Cena that politicked his way into the Elimination Chamber to get a match with him because he was super desperate. Like, Cody Rhodes should be pissed at John Cena. He should be absolutely fed up. That's the way Cody Rhodes needs to be. That's the Cody Rhodes we need. Not a, you know, oh, I respect you, you respect me. Not that kind of Cody Rhodes, all right? We don't need that. We need a Cody Rhodes that is willing to go to any length to defeat John Cena and solidify himself as a franchise player. And John Cena needs to prove himself, prove to the world that he's still got it. And of course, desperately wants to win the 17th world title and break the record. So yeah, you can have both of them stay babyface, alright? But let them be desperate babyfaces that are willing to go to any length to prove themselves. That's what we need. And Randy Orton can also like kind of give Cody Rhodes advice, you know, because he's had some battles with John Cena in his career. So he can give Cody Rhodes some advice and shit like that. And hear me out, Randy Orton can be the guy that's, you know, kind of pushing Cody Rhodes to his evil side, kind of, you know. You can have Randy Orton be the guy that's, you know, kind of convincing Cody Rhodes to tap into his vicious side against John Cena. Like I mentioned in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, you know, with the symbiote and stuff, you can have Randy Orton be like, you know, Cody Rhodes is your fucking symbiote. Trust me, I know that sounds fucking dumb, but still, you know, you get the point. Have Randy Orton just like kind of fuel Cody Rhodes' emotions, and then when Cody Rhodes does eventually realize it, that's going to lead to Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton at like SummerSlam, maybe, I don't know. And, you know, then we can have Cody Rhodes, you know, go back to being like a full-on babyface again. So yeah, you don't have to turn Cody Rhodes fully heel, you know. You don't have to have him like terrorize the roster and be this Roman Reigns type heel already, you know. You can still milk the fucking shit out of his babyface run, but at least give him some kind of an arc. At least give him some kind of a story. I feel like this is the best possible main event program for Cody Rhodes. And like I mentioned before, some people are saying that this could be a triple threat with CM Punk in there, which I am open to. If that happens, I'm gonna be down with it. But a one-on-one story with Cody Rhodes and John Cena can be good, can be great if done right. Like the road to WrestleMania last year with Cody Rhodes was incredible. We need that kind of energy from Cody Rhodes this year as well. Instead of a bunch of promos where he talks about how much he respects John Cena. And same with Cena. Instead of just doing the same old basic promos, you gotta actually tell a good story and get a fucking tan, goddammit. John Cena needs to get a tan, dude. Holy shit. Like, fucking look at this guy. He looks like a giant block of ice. Like, just look at this dude. He looks like a fucking snowman. And as for the match itself, I don't know how much Cena has or is gonna train for WrestleMania. I feel like the Austin Theory match absolutely sucked because that was kind of last minute, you know. But for this year, Cena needs to lock the fuck in. And I feel like Cody Rhodes can indeed carry John Cena to a good match. But obviously, in the end, you gotta have Cody Rhodes retain his title. You can't just have him lose to 2025 John Cena after all that hype. It's whatever, but at least start giving Cody Rhodes good stories from now on. He's a WWE champion, for fuck's sake. He should be having the best stories. So after this match, we can have an emotional send-off for John Cena. Kind of like, you know, Shawn Michaels at Mania 26 and Ric Flair at Mania 24. So yeah, that is it for WrestleMania 41, guys. Now, I know some of y'all are not going to agree with me, you know. I know some of y'all are going to be fuming in the comments because that's usually how every fantasy booking goes, you know. Not everybody agrees, but that's fine. These are just my opinions. I am open to hearing you guys out as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Anyways, that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.